Well, we're fans. We're back with our main event, and coming out to the ring already in the ring, Anthony Andrews with his partner, I believe life partner. That would be Marvelous Michael Stevens. But right now we're looking at the new TV champ, Drew Adler, somebody you know an awful lot about, Sal Rinauro, who's joined me.
Yes, Bill, Drew Adler, the young man that practically set the Rampage world on its ear. We went from having a main event of Frankie Valentine defending the television title against Chip Day to Drew Adler being the man walking out of the ring as the brand new RPW television champion.
Chip Day officially held the title shorter than Tommy Dreamer did the ECW title.
Wow.
He is your challenger, Anthony Andrews.
He is not my challenger.
No, yeah, fortunately, he's challenged, but in other ways.
And his opponent, he is from
I don't really know if that
Georgia,
gray matches
weighing
that
in 189 pounds.
Maybe he's
He
colorblind.
is your champion, Drew Adler.
Understand you've been working with young Drew Adler on the total presentation of himself as a champion.
Well, Bill, we've seen in the past year or so, Drew Adler has quickly become the most improved wrestler, I would say, on the Rampage roster. I mean, he's got great size, he's got a great look. It's just a matter of bringing out the inner champion within, Bill. He's got to understand with the title comes more than just defending it between the ropes. You've got press releases, you've got interviews you've got to do. You've got appearances on Rampage Radio on 1670 Fox Sports.
Cheap plug there by Sal Rinauro, which, by the way, immediately follows our broadcast on Fox 24. So there's another cheap plug.
Hey, well, my favorite plugs are cheap.
Go behind right there by the adorable one, Waistlock.
Now, Bill, Drew and myself have had many problems with these BFFs, this Marvelous Michael Stevens and adorable, I don't even want to say his name, Anthony Andrews.
He's not really that adorable.
No, I think he's pulling a fast one over on us. But I watched Andrews' match with Kyle Matthews just a couple weeks ago on RPW TV, and say what you want about them, they're definitely a different breed. They're a strange bird, but when push comes to shove, this guy's good in the ring.
I was thinking you were going to say they were a new breed, but that would be a totally different tag team.
No, not quite yet. No, not quite yet. Where is Chris Champion?
I really don't know.
That might be for the best.
Sean Royal either. Lost track of both of them.
That's a total destruction of time.
It is. Looking up here, I'm also wondering as I look at Andrews, who's doing his hair now? He appears to be coming from the Buddy Roberts School of Hair Dye.
Well, he studies video, Bill. It's just from the intros. He really doesn't study tapes from bell to bell. There's
really no need to do that, honestly.
No, that's just a waste of time.
Getting to the ring, leaving the ring, the key prospect. Right there, though, he's proving that he can do more in the ring than we're trying to pretend here, because the adorable one is a consummate professional wrestler, but Drew Adler didn't just stumble into the television title. He may have stumbled into the opportunity, but he's proving why he deserves to be television champion right here with 3 hard blows using the top of his head to the chin of the adorable one. Quick reversal, though, as he picks him up.
Tilt-a-whirl by Adler. That's the thing about Drew. Drew's got great length. Drew may be one of the tallest guys on the RPW roster.
And he can fly.
Oh, but nobody's home. His ankle could be hurt, Bill.
Did a full flip going over, and you're right. I saw the landing right there, and I'm not quite sure that he was ready for that. There is some padding out there, but it's displaced.
Even with padding, Bill, you're doing a front flip from the inside the ring to the floor with limited padding when you compact your ankle when you're driving.
Well, look at it. He is dead weight right now as Andrews picks him up and rolls him in. This is not good right here. We could have it.
His shoulders up. His shoulders up. I don't know what that refers to.
Stan Robinson out of position on that. Good that Drew Adler was able to kick out right there because Robinson blocked from getting into position, missed that the other shoulder was down. Good call there by Sal Rinauro.
This is the one thing Drew and I have been talking about, though, Bill. Not necessarily an injury to this magnitude, but when you become a champion, you're going to have to fight from the bottom. You're going to have to. It's not just going to be a cakewalk, Bill. He may have just walked into the situation when the doc called him and Chip wasn't ready. But as we've seen weeks and weeks with Drew Adler, he's a fighter. He doesn't just quit. I'm concerned about his ankle, though, Bill.
Well, right now, I haven't seen him favoring it, but then again, I haven't seen him on his feet since that, and now trying for the first time to get to a vertical base, accomplishes it, turns into his man. 1 blow to the stomach isn't enough, but 2 is. He gets free, tries to go back. He seems to be moving good, but
Bill, I don't think he's all there. He may have hit his head. on the floor. I mean, he's grasping at his head now, Bill. Even with that limited padding, you got to figure he's a 215-pound man doing a full rotation flip from, 10, 15 feet off the ground with a thin padded mat out there. You're still slamming your head into concrete floor. That's not a good feeling. Drew may not have any of his senses about it.
And right now, Andrews taking full advantage, taking advantage of his full body weight, putting a lot of pressure right there on the neck. And based on the way he has his arm around the neck, he may be cutting not only some of the oxygen, but the blood flow to the brain. You had talked about the impact to the head. That can't be helping.
No, not at all, Bill. And that's where where Andrews shows that he's very competent in the ring. I mean, he puts on this facade, and it might not be a facade. He's a silly boy. Oh!
Caught every bit of that one right there, but Andrews just totally is able to shuck it off.
Drew was going for
up.
that knee, but he just got dumped.
A lot of power demonstrated right there by the Adorable One. Not what I expected. He covers both legs hooked. He's serious about this match, Sal.
Well, Bill, it's the television title. Like I said, we saw Andrews just a couple weeks ago take the heavyweight champion, Kyle Matthews, to the limit. And it surprised a lot of people, but I've been in the ring with Andrews. I know he's a fighter, and I know he's got this character of this outgoing, just having fun and dressing in pink. But I think part of that is to get in people's brains, to make them underestimate him. But once the bell rings, he's a legitimate contender for any title here in Rampage, and he's showing it right now.
Right now, though, the wear of the match pace has been very strong since the beginning. Both men a little bit tired at this point, even though Adler has taken obviously the much greater level of punishment. But look at Adler not giving up, fighting up to his feet, or trying to, and right there, Andrews takes him down.
Right over him, drives his head, Bill. You got to wonder, if we're talking concussions here, we've seen across sports how a concussion to an athlete can take him out for months, for years. Justin Morneau in Major League Baseball almost missed a full season. Sidney Crosby missed over 15 months of action in the NHL because of a concussion. And these men aren't putting their bodies on the line half as much as Drew Adler is right now, Bill. If he's concussed, he cannot just be hurting himself in this match, but he could be hurting himself in the future.
Very much so. This could not just be an impact on the television title, but on his very career as a professional wrestler, as Andrews continues the pressure on the head, and he's been consistent in that since the beginning of the match. But Adler forces himself up, forces him into the corner, manages to break free, but he's not quite sure who he is as he runs in the corner. You can see that he's disoriented right there. Heart was in the right place.
He rolls him through, Bill. There's another big stiff kick right to the face. Drew might be served by rolling out of the ring right now. What a cocky cover. Come on.
I'm not sure that was advised. Now he takes it a little more seriously, tries to grab both legs, but he gave Drew Adler just that little extra time to recover, and that's all the man needed. And on the third cover, he's now trying to fire himself up. You see him trying to get his own adrenaline flowing. The crowd solidly behind him here at the Rampage Arena. This, our main event at Rampage Pro Wrestling.
And Bill, that's the thing about Drew, is Drew's a fighter. I mean, he never gives up, he never stops, and that's how the Doc, he was the one that the Doc chose out of all the guys on the roster. We got a head scissors here. Drew fights, he fights, but you got to wonder, I mean, if you got a head injury.
Whoa, look at him. It's already, equilibrium is even off slightly. You can tell right now as he fights back, still holding the head.
Big
but
scissor kick. He's bringing the fight to Andrews, Bill. What a heart.
Marvel's Michael Stevens outside the ring, beside himself right now, although there's plenty of him. He doesn't need to be that.
No. I've got more than enough Marv on Rampage Radio. And look at that. Hot shot right there. You got to wonder, don't take your eye off Stevens there, Drew. Slingshot there.
And with a corkscrew all the way in, beautifully executed.
I promise you, Drew and I have talked about it. If his bearings were about him, if he was in full mind, he would have known to hook the far leg there. And that could be the difference between a victory and this match continuing.
Adler, though, back up to his feet. He looks like he's getting a second win, but how long it's going to last given the punishment.
Falcon arrow there by Drew.
It's got him hooked. Shoulders are down. No.
I think he took too long getting him in position, Bill. The longer this match goes on, the worse it is for Adler. He's got to get him down quick here, because the longer it goes, the more his head, his brain is going to be sore. It's going to be hurting. He's not going to have his whereabouts about him.
And he needs to look behind him as much as in front of him, because here comes Stevens.
There's another front flip right there. Almost a collision. Oh, he kicked him right into Stevens. Sunset flip style pin. Dude, he got him, Bill. He got him. Drew
What
wins.
a tremendous win.
Oh, that's our television champion, Bill, and that's the kind of heart and fight you'll only see at Are you kidding me?
And now both men going after him in the middle of the ring.
No, not for long, Bill.
We need some help here. Sal Rinauro has just left the announce position here as Drew Adler is down. And now looks like the Adorable One is going after the bottle of protein. And now Sal Rinauro is in the ring, but he's just been caught in the top of the head as both BFFs have been rejoined here by Ben Masters. But now, here comes Frankie Valentine, J-Rod. They managed to clear the ring, but Drew Adler is down. Sal Rinauro is down. But standing tall, though, J-Rod, Frankie Valentine outside the ring. The BFF team, and I understand we're going to be seeing these two teams in future action. In fact, on next week's television show. Ben, right now, though, we're out of time. Whoa, what a tremendous title defense by Drew Adler. Fans, thank you for joining us for another week of Rampage Pro Wrestling. We're going to do even better next week. Join us then.
Don't miss it. Be there.